Hey guys, we're at such an exciting stage of your build. We're done with excavating and now we're on to footings and foundation.
I just love this part of the process, and it's one that most homeowners don't get to see, but you can tell the footings now are pretty much below grade, around 4 feet, give or take, and that's to keep it below the frost line. So also it's raised up a little bit. We'll have interior and exterior drain tile. I'm not sure if you can see it here, but we have pass-throughs from interior to exterior so that all the water can be collected in one location and then discharged through a sump bucket to the outside of the house. We have a lot of rebar that goes into these walls, and it really gives the concrete its strength. So when they backfill, when all these things go on, it's really strong. We have vertical rebar and horizontal that'll be stepped in as the forms are being laid.
Yeah, so the rebar will actually be built up like a wall here. So this is just the beginning of what we're going to see. We've also got a lot of markings throughout the footings that will show exactly what they're going to need for each stage, how high everything's going to go.
It's really a roadmap that the foreman lays out ahead of time. He'll spend many hours the day before the crew shows up just so they don't have any questions when they get here. So here's an example of what the rebar will look like inside your wall. This is a frost wall in the back side, so it's only about 4 feet. Around the corner, it's a tall wall, so you can see that they're building this all up, and eventually it'll all be encased in the concrete foundation.
Yeah. And then over here, you can see our forms, and this is the forms they're building right now. So they're going to build that on either side of this rebar. They build up these forms so that we can pour in the concrete for your foundation size. So basement foundations typically range anywhere from 8, 9 to 10 foot foundations, and that's going to be the size of these forms. If it's any taller than that, they'll actually start stacking these forms to get you that custom height.
So what some of the guys are doing behind the scenes is they take these forms and they spray on a lubricant so that when the concrete is poured in there, it's easy to pull it off without damaging the walls. Okay.
Yeah, no, that looks delightful. I'm good from here.
So what happens after the concrete forms are pulled off, we actually let it sit for a day or so that it can cure. And then they come in with the waterproofing membrane where they spray from the footing all the way up to the top of the wall. Let that cure, and then the exterior foundation insulation goes in, all before backfill.
Yeah. So this is a really interesting stage of your build. We would love for you to stop by your home site to take a peek. So just call your builder on your job site and schedule a time to come out and see it. We'd be happy to answer any questions for you.